Good morning, and I think it's day number 20. I tried to kind of like look at it and add it last night and stuff, but can't remember what I came up with. But I think it's day number 20, which is kind of exciting and kind of sad at the same time because it means I'm 2/3 of the way done with all of this, and I'm loving it. But it also means I'm only like 10 days away from holding my kitty cat. So, I don't know, bittersweet, but right now I am at Cathedral Caverns in Alabama waiting for the tour to start, and I am fighting a serious headache / migraine. I don't want to call it a migraine because I know how intense those are. I've had them before, but it is like one step closer and I'm in migraine territory. So I don't know if this is continuation from stuff that was going on yesterday. I don't know if it's something I ate at breakfast. I don't know what's going on. So my head is in quite a bit of pain. I've taken medicine. It is not putting a dent in the pain. My stomach still doesn't feel good from yesterday. I had a great night's sleep. I actually fell asleep right after I shut off the camera, and I actually covered up the whole night. It was like nice and cool all night, so I had a great night's sleep. And I woke up in a really good mood this morning, and I was excited and happy, and then I ate breakfast, and then my stomach started hurting again, my head started hurting, so I don't know what's going on, but the show must go on. I'm not gonna let, some pain, a little bit of pain, stop me from being able to experience these things. So I'm going to continue on. I'm kind of hoping that like the darkness and the coldness of the caves will help me feel better. I don't know, wishful thinking. But anyways, so in just a couple minutes here, that's what I'll be doing. So it'll be exciting. This is the entrance to the cave, and that's natural. They didn't dynamite that or chisel that or anything. That's just what it looks like. And the guy who first started using it as like a cave for exploring bought it from a farmer for $4,000, and then like 160 acres went with it or something like that, which I thought was crazy. But now the state of Alabama owns it. It's really dark, so you can't really see, but I wish you could understand how big that is. This is a frozen waterfall. It's really hard to see in this cave because it's so big, but the stuff that's lit up is too far away from me, but you can kind of get the gist.
Forest. It is a pretty large one, but we have an even larger one in the back of the cave that unfortunately we don't get to go see anymore. It's about 2 times the size of this one. Alright, so I'm going to start turning off lights. Now we really have to.
This is why they're called Cathedral Caverns. I just finished the cave tour, and it was really, really cool. I kind of would have liked for it to be a little bit slower, so I could really just kind of like stop and take it in. It's so massive. Like the opening of the cave that you're walking through is huge, and to think that that's supported underground, it's just crazy. And then some of the formations were just insane. The camera did a terrible job of capturing it and picking it up. It was so dark, it just couldn't do it. So this is one of those things that's mostly just gonna have to be remembered in my mind, but it was still, oh my gosh, like there really are words for it. And then they did the total darkness thing again, which is crazy to me. I saw a couple of bats, which was pretty cool. But yeah, it was really, really, really good. But like I said, just slower would have been nice. My stomach seems to have corrected itself a little bit. I put some a heat thing on it, and so that seems to be helping. And then on top of the ibuprofen that I'd taken earlier this morning at like 8 or so, I took 2 Tylenol like right before the tour started at like 11:15. I don't know if you're allowed to do that or you're supposed to do that. I don't know, but so far no side effects. But the ibuprofen and the Tylenol, with both of those, I mean, there's like a slight dent in the pain, but not really. So luckily the cave was a really great distraction, and I'm hoping the next place I'm going is going to be a good distraction as well, but I need this to all go away. I am at Unclaimed Baggage, where they essentially buy unclaimed luggage from airlines, and then they sort through it and donate or sell or throw away whatever's inside the bag. So I'm gonna go see what I can find.
Yeah, that explains the nice makeup.
Yes.
So have any of you been over to our Etc. building? Do you know about our second store?
I went to it.
Okay. If you don't, we have a second building. It's our sister store, and it's located right across the Chance merchandise, rock bottom prices before
Would you try and clean that?
pull it. I wouldn't, because it's got so much wear and tear on it. Even if it cleans, I think there's going to be wear there.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good donate item.
All right, I think that's the last piece.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Now guys, for those of you that are first time visitors, I highly recommend you walk around the store and look above these orange railings. There are some great cool things that's been found over the years that they're in these framed items along the way. A lot of them have plaques beside them giving information about it. And yeah, there you go. So there's some really neat stuff. My favorite actually are up in the mezzanine. Does anyone have any questions?
Look at those.
Now, one thing I haven't told you about. Oh, I thought that was furry at first. It's
Furry
not, it's
earrings.
not.
No, they're like,
And I'm like, what?
they're stone or
All of this
something.
would go in cleanup. And the reason, again, they're going to check it to see,
Yeah.
you know, because we do have a jewelry
Make
department.
sure that's...
You know, we were talking about all those things that's found. We found emeralds and diamonds and rubies and pearls.
Does
And
this need to be cleaned or can it just be sold?
we didn't clean it as well.
I would not be
You know,
on
we found emeralds, diamonds. I guess the most expensive to date so far has been a $64,000 presidential Rolex watch. We sold for $30-something thousand. Unfortunately, there wasn't one in there for you on that one.
And where do you put this?
We found shrunken heads. We found live rattlesnakes. You
Oh
know.
yeah, I read that online actually.
That's why we have someone go through them now to check them before we do them.
Alright.
So, you know, it's, you never know what you'll find.
So, as you saw, I got picked for the baggage experience where you get to go through an unprocessed bag and kind of like dig through and see what there is and sort it out and stuff. So that was pretty cool. But beyond that, I mean, honestly, it's like a really big like consignment store or thrift store or something along those lines. Like, I didn't see anything that was like mind-blowing or crazy. I mean, there was heaps of like Nooks and Kindles and digital cameras and really nice sleeping bags, and there was some great stuff in there, but unless you're looking for that in particular, then I don't know that it's really worth it. It was kind of crazy to see the stuff that people have just lost and never got back, and to think that some of these people lost an entire bag. Like, I've lost like 1 or 2 things here and there, not on the airlines or anything, but like 1 or 2 things here and there, but I've never lost a whole bag of stuff that I liked or that was important to me, so that would suck. But yeah, it's just, it felt like a consignment store or a thrift store, and it was laid out like one and organized like one. And so unless you're in the market for a Nook or a Kindle or a digital camera or a special sleeping bag or a tent or something like that, then it's just another thrift store. But it's still pretty cool. Anyway, so I'm done with that, and now I'm headed to my destination for tomorrow is actually in Georgia, but the Planet Fitness that I have to go spend my evening at is actually in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So going to Tennessee was not part of the plan, but that's what we're gonna do because they got some nice couches, so that's where I will be. The scenery as I drive to Tennessee is absolutely gorgeous. I am at Planet Fitness in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Being in Tennessee was not part of the plan, but it is the closest Planet Fitness to my next destination, so that is where I'm at. And it's comfortable, but it's kind of been a bust because there's no Wi-Fi. I have been to countless Planet Fitnesses in the last 21 days, and this is the first one to not have Wi-Fi. I think it's pretty dumb. So I haven't been able to write like I was going to or post like I was going to, but I did what I could with what I had. I did get to talk to my mom for a while and Skype with my cat, so, you know, priorities. I had dinner at some, like, Asian buffet, and I probably won't need to eat for 3 days. I think I need to stay away from buffets. And then I came here. However, before dinner, I was gathering all my things to go in, one of them being my debit card, and I realized I didn't have my debit card. After about 5 minutes of searching my car frantically, I realized I left my debit card at the Caves this morning. The Caves are about an hour and a half, 2 hours from where I am right now. So my debit card is going to stay at the Caves, and I'm going to have to find a bank. My bank is not here or where I'm going tomorrow, but it is where I'm going after that. So I'll either have to take care of that tomorrow afternoon or the following morning, getting a new card. Also, while I was at the Caves, I smashed my big toe in the door. And I don't think it's broken or anything. It's a little swollen, but I think it might just be like sprained or something, but it definitely hurts. But I've broken my big toe before and it doesn't hurt like that did, so. Anyways, I'm still dealing with the headache and the like stomach pains and stuff from yesterday and earlier today. And I'm super tired, and my car has a mess ton of cleaning to be done before I can even think about going to sleep. So I'm waiting for this video on my computer to finish processing, and then I'm packing up and going to the hotel to park and sleep because I am done. It was a full busy day, and I got another one tomorrow. So this is essentially my good night video. So good night.